Hey, it's your favorite slightly hood therapist. And yeah, I need to talk to some people. I need to talk to some people about ineffective, unhealthy parenting and toxic parenting traits. Okay, so I know that the word toxic has just been like overused, running around, and all of that. But there are some toxic parenting traits that I don't think people are really paying attention to. And it's kind of like really weird when you guys come into therapy and you're being called out on your toxic parenting traits and you get defensive. And I get why you can get defensive because it hits the parental ego, but you need to be told. The reason why people are having a difficult time, with gentle parenting is because of the word gentle. People don't really understand what that means, and I'm going to come back to that at another date and time, but I wanted to throw that in there because I don't think that people really get what the concept of gentle parenting is supposed to look like and why it's present. A part of the issue is that as parents, we carry an ego. We don't want to believe it. We don't want to see it for what it is. But until we do, we can't parent in a healthy way. Having a discussion with someone and they mention that, they're not a parent, but they can understand that when a parent sees a child for the first time, you have all these feelings and these thoughts, and you want to cultivate that child and help that child grow into what they're going to be like. And the way this person described it was the parent would help the child grow into what they were going to be. And I had to inform them that unfortunately, that is not the case. Most of us as parents, and I'm throwing myself in there because at some point in my life, I had to take a look at that. Most of us as parents, when we see our children, we are trying to live through our children. We are trying to have them to grow and become the vision that we saw for them. And when our children don't live up to this vision of what we expect, the things that we want to see out of them, we get butthurt. We ride them really hard about things that they don't even have passions about, things that they're not even interested in. And instead of getting to know this person that is growing to become an individual themselves, we push really hard to make them into something that we want them to be. That is ineffective and that is unhealthy. And it bruises the ego when they don't do what we want them to do, when we need to check ourselves. As parents, we need to understand that you are not creating a miniature you. You are not creating a miniature version of the person that you bore that child with. You are helping another individual become and realize who they are and what they want to be. And you want to help them do that in the healthiest way possible. The toxic part comes in a parent not understanding the difference between discipline and punishment. Those are two different things. And I probably should just separate this chat for another time, but I'm going to go ahead and say this so that you know what's coming at a later date. When you are punishing somebody for something that they don't have the knowledge or the skill to begin with, you're the problem. When you discipline, that means that you are teaching them. You're teaching them to do something either different than what they already did, or something better than what they've already done, or something that they know nothing about. Now, can punishment go along with discipline? Yes, it can. It doesn't always have to, and it doesn't need to all the time. And punishment does not always have to mean something that is born of aggression. You do not have to always hit, yell, and scream and create these toxic environments for children and then expect them to know how to handle their emotions and how to handle conflict when you as an adult never set the tone or never gave them the model for what that is supposed to look like. We got to do better, parents. We have to do better. We have to do better. Happy Thursday.